You know, this might be a little arrogant of me, but one of my favorite things to do in life is to tell people that they were wrong and that I was right. I'm smiling right now, by the way. What is going on, guys? My name is John, and welcome back to my channel, VirJohnity. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. In today's video, ladies and gentlemen of the John Squad, we are talking about Saints Row, the reboot. I was right. I love saying it. It's ridiculous. So a few months ago, I made a reaction video to the Saints Row reboot, looking at all the gameplay that was released and just looking at the overall polish and the overall design and the overall movement, just everything really of the game that was released at the time. And in that video, I straight up said this game was not going to be good. I could tell it wasn't going to be good. I've been gaming since I was 5. It's over 20 years. I could tell this game was not going to be that good. But I did say this. I said I really hoped that this game was going to be good because I am sick and tired of games coming out just being the worst, being buggy, being broken, being unplayable, being Cyberpunk, being Fallout 76, just terrible, terrible games. It's like they've forgotten how to make games. On a side note, I believe they didn't forget how to make games. I believe that they spend way too much time on microtransactions for each game and loot boxes and all that other stuff for each game, especially micros for sure. They should be called macro transactions because they are no longer micro. They're all $20 a piece now, but that's for another video. But anyways, I do believe that it's taking over creative control of each game, and that's why we've been receiving games that are just either just dog shit or just really bad or just kind of mediocre. And I feel like it's because the companies are forcing these developers to spend way more time and way more creative juices on the micros, because why wouldn't you? It makes them billions of dollars. And I will say in the reaction video that I made, most of my comments were pretty much on my side. It makes sense. I mean, I knew this game wasn't going to be Saints Row 1. I knew it wasn't going to be Saints Row 2. I had a feeling like it was going to be maybe a little bit of Saints Row 3, but mostly Saints Row 4 and Agents of Mayhem, which a lot of people disagreed with me on that one and saying that it wasn't going to be anything like Agents of Mayhem. It might be a little bit like 4, but that's okay because 4 was good. That means you never played the first one or second one. Like, these games are almost night and day now. So I'm now going to answer the question that's on my thumbnail and in the title of this video. Is the reboot of Saints Row actually good? That's my answer, legitimately. I'm going to talk about some pros and cons of the game right now. I will say I am only about 8 hours into it, so I have not finished it. I want to make that very, very clear. I want to make it very, very clear that I have not finished the game at all. I'm roughly about 8 to 10 hours into it, and I definitely feel like I have gotten enough to at least talk about my first impressions. Not an overall review. This is not an overall review. This is just a first impressions of what I think the game is and what I think it's going to become, or at least what it's going to continue to be down the road when you play it for more than 10 hours. All right, so I always like to start off with the good, so we're going to start off with the good. There are good aspects of this game for sure, and anyone who's saying that there isn't anything good about this game, they're blatantly lying to you. First up, the graphics aren't that bad. I don't know why people are saying that the graphics are just terrible. I have this game running on, I think it's like 2160 Ultra 4K HD. It's fine. I actually downgraded it because I wanted a higher frame rate, so I'm actually, not in this video, I'm actually playing this on the Ultra 4K version, but when I play now, I'm actually playing on 1440p with high frame rate. I feel like the game just is smoother and moves better. It makes aiming a lot easier too, by the way, so if you're having problems with aiming, Jesus, the aim, that could actually help you, running it on a higher frame rate instead of running it on a smoother look. But like I said, the game is really, really gorgeous even. It might even be breathtaking in certain scenarios. The world that they're in is really, really awesome. It reminds me a lot of Reno 911, and honestly, some of the cops even look like they're junior for Reno 911. I don't know if it's a reference. I hope it is, because Reno 911 is just a favorite show of mine in general. It's the best cop show out there. But like I said, the world is awesome. It's basically Reno, Nevada, or Las Vegas, whichever one you want to say. I would say Reno because, again, Reno 911. But it's a beautiful world. I will say it's not as full as pedestrians as they said it was. However, that really has never fazed me at all. I don't, when I drive around a city, I don't look to see if there's pedestrians walking on the street. I really don't care. Most of the time they get in my way and I feel bad for running people over. There's definitely a lot of references in this game, which I do enjoy. I like small Easter eggs. I like references. There's a part in this game where I genuinely feel like I'm a Mad Max character. I'm following a convoy of truckers carrying antiquities, but in my mind, I I saw it as they were just carrying gasoline or whatever they call it in Mad Max. It was really fun. There's also a really detailed and very beautiful sandstorm scene in that mission where you're following the convoy. That whole mission just made me want to play the Mad Max game again. It was really nice, and it adds to the beauty of this game. This game does look really good. Honestly, I feel like I should have started off with this, but number 2, the customization. It's ridiculous. There is so much customization in this game, which Saints Row has always been just immaculate at. You can customize everything. You can change the color of everything, and my God, do I love that. You can change the color of your outfit, of hats, of shoes, of socks, of underwear, shirts, undershirts, everything you could think of on your body, you could change the color of. I love that. You can also even change the materials. You can add patterns. Games need to copy this. Giving us little to no customization really sucks, especially if you're playing a game like this that is an open world RPG-esque style game, because the character is you. People like to create themselves, or a version of themselves that they want, or a version of themselves that they want to be. That's the whole point of a created character. And when you limit us, it definitely makes the game harder to play, I would say. Or maybe not harder to play, but it makes the game a little shallow. I've already felt like a connection to my character because I was able to make him look the way I wanted to and make him dress the way I wanted to. I will say that the gangs in this game aren't that great, and they don't look dangerous at all, but I wanted to make my character look dangerous. I wanted to make my character look like a character that I would have played in Saints Row 1 and 2, and I was able to do that very easily because the customization is just ridiculous. There's just a plethora of items and different color customizations and different, it's just, the amount of customization is almost limitless. Something else I really enjoy when it comes to customization, which a lot of games keep continuously doing and it annoys me, and this game doesn't. Every single clothing store I've been to has been a different clothing store selling different items. That's awesome. I hate going to 5 different clothing stores inside of games and they all sell the exact same stuff. It's boring. It makes me feel like they're not real and there's just one store. All right, and the next thing, number 3, the cars. Oh, the cars. They're so amazing. I love old school hot rod cars. They're fucking beautiful. And this game pulls them off so well. Oh, they're so cherry. You can make them look so amazing. I think they're awesome. They're legitimately awesome as hell. I will say they move weird. The driving mechanic is weird. That's on the bad side, sadly. I'm giving you a little foreshadowing of the bad. But the car customization is also really amazing. That falls under customization, but it deserves to be talked about. The car customization is amazing. If you do certain tricks, or you do certain stunts, or you do certain challenges with each car, it unlocks a specific boost or specialization for each car, which is really cool. The car I got right now, it's a hot rod old school mobile. Oh, it's beautiful. And because I did the specialization of it, it has infinite boost. That's awesome. You know what I mean? It's small things like that that makes me want to continue to play the game and make me want to honestly do more challenges. There's also gun challenges as well. You know what? Number 4, the challenges in the game. It's actually a lot of fun. Yes, it's filler, but you're playing a video game. All of it's filler if you really think about it. The challenges are a lot of fun. I enjoy challenging. I just enjoy challenging myself in video games and being able to unlock cool items because I did something. Microtransactions have really, I know I'm talking about them again, but microtransactions have really ruined this in modern gaming. You play Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, all the old school amazing games. When you did awesome challenges, you unlocked cool, really awesome customization options or skins. Now all those skins are just $10 to $15 to $20 a piece. Here's another thing I like to talk about all the time. God of War 1. If you beat God of War 1 on the hardest difficulty, you were able to play as Ares for the game. So I just play. I took hours, days to beat that game on the hardest difficulty. But eventually I was able to play as Ares. That's a $20 character now. like that would just be a $20 skin that probably wouldn't have his own fighting mechanic, wouldn't have his own, weapons. In that game, he did. Do you see what I'm saying? So The challenges in this does make me feel like I'm going back in time, essentially, to being able to unlock cool items, and I enjoy it. I'm sorry. I like to... It's weird how people don't like doing this, but I like to work for what I have. I mean, what's the point of playing a game when everything is just handed to you, or you have to pay money for everything? I like to earn it. All right, last but not least, I gotta talk about it. The radio stations. Now, this is biased as hell. I don't mind admitting that this is very, very biased. The radio stations. Oh, I love it so much. The reason I love it is because I feel like this is one of the only games to exist right now that has a heavy metal deathcore radio station. Oh, just being able to click it on and hear, oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. That's the music that I'm into, and that's never in any game. Right now, rap and hip hop are basically in every single video game, and that's because right now that's just what's shining. Back in the 80s, it was hair rock or hair metal, basically, and that was the most popular thing around. It was rock. Right now, it's rap and hip hop. That's fine. It's fine. I mean, it comes with the times. It sucks because I don't really like rap. I think they're just talking, especially mumble rap. But I really, really appreciate them adding a genre of a genre of a genre as a music station in their game. I don't know, it's just cool, all right? I'm sorry. This is biased as hell, but I'm giving it an additional point just for that. It's fucking cool. All right. That's all the good. Honestly, more good than I thought it was going to be. But let's see if the bad outweighs it. Number one, the movement's weird. The movement, it's just weird. I don't know how to explain it. It feels janky, especially the aiming. The aiming is trash. I've set up my dead zones for each stick to 1, the lowest it can be, and I still feel like it's just not good. They definitely need to update that. But if it gets updated, I actually think it's not going to be that bad. The other bad thing about that is, well, it comes to the second. And number 2 is the gunplay is just not fun. I don't know what it is, but it's just not fun. There's something that it's so hard to explain fun gunplay. I feel like I'm just never getting shot at. I don't think I've ever died at all. Now, don't get me wrong, yes, I do take the time and I buy stuff and I, collect money. So maybe I'm OP, all right, fine. But I don't know. It's very hard to explain bad gunplay and bad gun controls without you holding it yourself and you playing it. So I encourage you, watch some videos on it. Maybe, it's in the background of the video that's playing right now, or pick up a controller and play it yourself. It has a weird feeling. There's no way to explain it. It's bad. That's all I can really say. All right, I had to talk about it. The writing. Who was the dude in the pitch meeting that was like, I got an idea. How about we let a 10-year-old meme star come up with the writing of this game? Because that's what it feels like. This game is written terribly. It is so fucking cringy. I don't like the word cringe. I find it stupid. I've heard dialogue in this game that made me go, oh God, several times. And you guys will be seeing that very soon because obviously I'm making a playthrough of this. Come on. But again, like I said, the dialogue is just not good. It's laughably bad. Half the time I can't tell if my characters are being sarcastic or if I don't know. I don't want to say SJW because I'm just so damn tired of hearing SJW and left and right. I don't want to make this political. So what I will say is the writing in this is cringy, number 1. Number 2, it reminds me of, I don't want to say PC because I feel like that's also political, but it's too clean. It's too clean, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not even goofy funny. The glitches in this game are more goofy funny. It's one reason why I keep playing it. The glitches are just hilarious. They're bad though, don't get me wrong, but it's still hilarious. The writing, it's terrible. I think that's the best way to put it. There is no saving the writing in this game. The way your character speaks, the way your friends speak, how just losery they sound. You're a gang. Be a gang. They keep calling it an empire. No, you're not an empire. You guys rob banks. You guys recruit other people. That's not an empire. That's a gang. Speak like it. Your character says a line like, and it's just laughable because it's so, I don't even know if this is considered cringy. It's just weird. Your character, who is a mercenary, a hired mercenary, all right, and at the time I think you have about 20 grand on you. He's a hired mercenary, and he says he needs to pay off his college tuition. Your character didn't go to fucking college. Are you kidding me? I don't know. It just seems like this game was built with the idea that they needed to really connect with millennials and really connect with Gen Z and Gen X. And I don't know why, because Gen Z and Gen X don't talk like this. It's mostly millennials. And those people are fucking annoying, and we don't talk to them in real life anyways. And if you do talk to them, you speak the same way. So just know you annoy the fuck out of normal people. But cringy also dives into just terrible comic writing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm the funniest guy to ever exist, but I think sometimes I can make a good chuckle here and there. I can make a good little joke here and there. This game's terrible. There's right at the beginning, it depends on what voice actor you pick for your main character. I picked the one that sounds like an old country guy, and the whole time he's just talking like he's mad because his boss didn't give him a bonus. He's like, damn cow balls, fucking ass cow sucking lick. I hate him. It's terrible. No one talks that way by themselves. No one. It's just very weird. And overall, I feel like maybe they were trying to. It's so cringy that I can't believe that they didn't do that on purpose. So I'm just going to assume they did. Let's hope they did. I know I already said movement, but I want to touch up on it. Movement's terrible. Aiming's terrible. Driving is terrible. It's stiff. It feels weird. Your car is almost bouncy. That's the best way to explain it. It bounces off of things. It doesn't act like a car at all. Car mechanics in San Andreas and Vice City are more realistic than in this game. I have abused a car. It's never slowed down once. I don't even think I've seen a car blow up from abuse. There's a few other small things that I would like to touch up on. The mission select is weird. Just have me do what I do for all the other side missions. Drive to the spot, start the mission. You have to go into your phone, start a mission in there, and then you have to inevitably drive to the place where it wants you to go anyways. Just remove that. Have me drive to the place. Very weird. The side missions are kind of goofy. I don't know. I threw them in the bad section because they're just kind of boring. It just feels like filler almost. Honestly, everything kind of feels like filler besides the main quest. It has a semi-okay storyline. Actually, the storyline's not good either. So there's some more. The storyline's not that great either. I know I just literally did a 180 right there, but I had a half a second to think. The storyline, it's a 5 out of 10. It's just, that's all I gotta say. I will say this, I keep hearing how money is hard to get in this game. I don't see it. I have a lot of money. Now, again, it could be that I like to do the side missions and everything before I do a main mission to make sure I'm a little OP for the main mission, but it's very easy to get money in this game. I don't think many people know, which is understandable because it is a brand new game. All you have to do, if you're strapped for cash, just review bomb a few places, give them a 1-star, defeat all the enemies, you get 10 grand every time, and then you can go around and collect the money that they drop, usually pocketing you another $2,000. And these could take up to 30 seconds to max 2 minutes to complete. Do 5 or 6 of those in a row, boom. You have 60 grand, over 60 grand. That's exactly what I did. All I did was just these weird little review bomb side missions for, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. I have an infinite amount of money now. I can buy whatever I want. I don't understand why people are saying that it's tough, because it really isn't. Just do this. Helpful tip. All right, having said all that, what is my final score for my first impressions of this game? Again, about 10 hours in. That's why I'm not saying it's a review, because maybe my opinion might change by the time I'm done with this game. From what I've seen, a lot of people's opinions change, but maybe I'm just more easier to please, I don't know. But I would say overall, this game is a solid 5 out of 10. And I know you might be thinking to yourself, wow, that's low as shit. 5 out of 10 is, it's basic. It's just fine. It's normal. It's even. If I'd say 4 out of 10, that's less than good, or I wouldn't say 4 out of 10 is bad. I would just say it's below average. It's a 5. It's average. Was I really hoping for an 8 out of 10? Yes. Was I really hoping for a 9 out of 10? Hell yes. But it's an average game. It's a 5 out of 10. Would I have bought it again? Yeah, I would have. For at least right now, again, about 8 to 10 hours in, I'm having a lot of fun, which I know sounds dumb because there are many things that I just complained about. But for right now, at least, I think there are more things that I like than dislike. However, the things I dislike hold more weight than things that I like, because things that I like, they're a little biased, especially with the music. But the things that I dislike affect the gameplay. I'm sorry, but if those change, the score is probably going to become a 6 out of 10, above average. But for right now, it's just average. But I truly want to know what you guys think. Have you played the new Saints Row Reboot? Comment down below, let me know. I really want to get your guys' input on this because I genuinely feel like I'm right, but maybe I'm wrong, and I want to know why I'm wrong. But I think that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw and want to see more, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Forget the notification bell. Keep up with all my uploads. Comment down below, guys, what you thought of this episode, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Also, if you actually want to see a playthrough of this game, consider subscribing, because I will be playing this, and I will be beating it. All right, like I said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.